Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today I'll be doing a review on the Gemini Jets United Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft and their Dreamliner Swoop livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. I purchased this model from Easy Toys, whose store is based out of San Diego, California, here in the United States of America, and their website address is www.easytoys.com. But first, before I go into details about this particular model, allow me to share you some information about the history of United Airlines and how they came about and still operating strongly as we speak, please. United Airlines is an American-based airline that was founded on April 6, 1926 in Boise, Idaho as Varney Airlines by the late Walter T. Varney, who also founded Continental Airlines, and after aviation pioneer the late William E. Boeing, who also founded the Boeing manufacturing aerospace giant and formed his airline Boeing Air Transport, merged his company with Pratt & Whitney to form the UATC, which stands for the United Aircraft and Transport Corporation in 1929, and over the next 28 months, the UATC acquired Pacific Air Transport, Stout Air Services, Varney Airlines, and the National Air Transport from an airline consolidated merger, and as a result, the airline was formed from the UATC, the United Aircraft and Transport Corporation, on March 28, 1931, and became what is known to the world today as United Airlines. United is currently the 9th oldest airline in the world based on foundation date, after KLM Royal Dutch Airlines, Avianca, Qantas, Aeroflot Russian Airlines, Czech Airlines, Finnair, Delta, and Tajik Air respectively. It is also the third largest airline in the world when measured in terms of revenue generated, as well as the world's fourth largest airline when based in terms of the number of passengers carried. Whereas the headquarters of United Airlines is located in the Willis Tower, formerly known as the Sears Tower, located at 233 South Wacker Drive in Chicago, Illinois, while the airline's main hub and base of operations is located on the grounds of Chicago O'Hare International Airport, which is located approximately 17 miles northwest of downtown Chicago, Illinois. United Airlines also has operational hubs that's located at Denver International Airport, located in Denver, Colorado, Guam AB-1 Pat International Airport, located in Guam, Houston Bush Intercontinental Airport, located in Houston, Texas, Los Angeles International Airport, located in Los Angeles, California, Newark Liberty International Airport, located in Newark, New Jersey, Washington Dulles International Airport, located in Dulles, Virginia, and San Francisco International Airport, located in San Francisco, California. United is also the world's largest airline based by the number of destinations served. As of March 2021, or at the time of this video review posting, United Airlines currently flies to 373 destinations across Asia, North America, South America, Europe, and Oceania, as well as Africa, with an operating fleet of 827 aircraft that includes 61 Boeing 787s, in which 12 of those are the Boeing 787-8s, 36 of those are the Boeing 787-9s, stretch Dreamliners, and 13 of the next generation Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliners, including that one you're looking at here. And in addition to the 827 aircraft that currently operates in the United fleet, the airline also has unfulfilled orders for an additional 315 more aircraft, which includes 2 more Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliners and 8 more of the next generation Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliners. And those aircraft, as we speak, are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery. Also, as of March 2021, or at the time of this video review posting, United currently operates as a certified 3-star airline carrier according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine. Alright everyone, let's take a look at the front of the box here, and what you see there is the top of it. You see the 20th anniversary logo of Gemini Jets, 1998, 2000, which was celebrated nearly 3 years ago. You see the United billboard title as well as the logo displayed here, the computer generated picture of the aircraft type, as well as the model scale information at the bottom part of the box. Alright, now you're looking at the back of the box where you see the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal along with the rest of the information, as well as their Facebook social media page information. You also see the Boeing official licensed product decal right here at the lower part of the box there as well. Now you're looking at the top of the box where you see the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal, as well as the warning information at the top of the box, as well as the item number as well. Now you're looking at the bottom of the box where you see the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal, as well as the rest of the little information there. You can pause and read that if you like. In the meantime, I'm going to keep this moving, all right? Alright, now you're looking at the left side of the box where you see the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal, the 1/200 scale diecast model information. Then you look to the right of the side of that box, the computer generated picture of the aircraft type, as well as the item number on that side of the box. Now you're looking at the right side of the box, the same information on the left side of the box I showed you earlier on, okay? Now you're looking at the top of the box from the lay down angle. I got it laid down on the table, and then you see here this flap right here. This mostly comes with most of the 787s as well as the 777 models. So I'm gonna open up the flap and let you see what's inside this box. Check it out. And that's the foam inside of the box right there. Right there. I'm gonna take that out and let you see it and all that stuff. Usually be clear plastic, but they did foam on this one, unfortunately. And then you come right here. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm trying to get this right. Okay. There it is. And that's inside the flap right there. You can pause and read that if you like. In the meantime, I'm going to keep this moving, all right? And I'm going to take that out. Let's check it out. All right. I took it out of the box, and this is what it looks like. It used to be a clear pad, but they got the foam on this particular one. That's all good, though. Now I'm going to take the top of this off and let you see the model. And that's the model right there. The model stand. The gear replacement doors as well. I'm going to take all that out right now as we speak, okay? Now, since I took all the model stand out of the packaging box, this is what it looks like right here. Kind of metal and sturdy, as you can see there. And then you see that black padding on top of that model stand. That's the padding to prevent your mount from being damaged or scratched when you put your mount on this particular model stand. Now you're looking at this plastic bag, and what you see in this plastic bag are the gear replacement doors and the two little toothpicks to support these gear replacement doors. Please stay tuned as I go into details for these particular parts for this particular aircraft model. All right. All right. With all that information out of the way about the history of the airline, United Airlines, all the details here in this box, all the details about the packaging, plus the information side of that flap that I showed you, plus the model stand, as well as the gear replacement doors that actually came to the models in that plastic bag there, as well as the model inside of the packaging box. With no further ado, everyone, here is the model out of the packaging box. Let's check it out. There it is, everyone, the United Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner in their Dreamliner Swoop delivery scheme. Alright, allow me to share some information about this particular aircraft and how it became part of their fleet, which is definitely a game changer as we speak. Chicago-based United Airlines officially became the actual North American launch customer, as well as the third global operator in the world of aviation, after launch customer Singapore-based Singapore Airlines and Abu Dhabi-based Etihad Airways, respectively. They acquired this brand new prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft as United took delivery of its very first of 21 of the next generation Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft, which bears the registration ship number November 78791, which was later changed to registration ship number November 14001 at a special delivery ceremony that was held at the Boeing 787 Dreamliner Delivery Center facility, which is located in North Charleston, South Carolina, on November 5, 2018, becoming the very first airline in the world to operate the Boeing 787 Dreamliner aircraft in all three variants. Then made its actual debut on January 7, 2019, as the airline's first inaugural flight on this particular aircraft took place when it flew from Newark Liberty International Airport in Newark, New Jersey, to Los Angeles International Airport in Los Angeles, California, at United Flight 275. Then was followed with another validation flight when it flew from Newark Liberty International Airport in Newark, New Jersey, to San Francisco International Airport in San Francisco, California, as United Flight 637 on February 14, 2019 for flight certification purposes, while at the same time giving the maintenance crews, the flight crews, and the ground staff personnel time to get familiar with the aircraft per se before the actual international flight launch. Then fast forward 1 month later, and that's when United's first inaugural international flight on this aircraft actually took place, which was on March 30th, 2019. And that's when United officially began utilizing this aircraft on their Newark to Frankfurt, Germany route, which was followed by their Newark to Tel Aviv, Israel route on the same day respectively, replacing the Boeing 777-200ERs that was previously utilized on these routes, as Newark, Los Angeles, and San Francisco has more than likely become the gateway bases for this particular aircraft type, with the lion's share of their Boeing 787s operates mostly out of their Newark Liberty International Airport hub in Newark, New Jersey. United ordered a total of 21 of the next generation Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliners to add to their fleet. And at the time of this video review posting, there are only 13 that are currently operating in service, while the remaining 8 are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery, as this aircraft will definitely become the aircraft that has ultimately replaced some of their older Boeing 777-200ERs, as well as their Boeing 747-400, which was finally phased out completely in November 2017, as this aircraft is destined to become one of the airline's official flagship jetliners for the Chicago-based airline, as United expects all 21 of their next generation Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliners to be fully operating in their fleet by the end of 2021. Now let's talk about the nice little Dreamliner Swoop livery scheme you see on this aircraft here. This is the current alternative livery for United, which is actually called the Dreamliner Swoop livery scheme, which is a slightly modification of the Boeing Dreamliner house colors livery scheme that was only displayed exclusively on the airline's Boeing 787s that was introduced to the United fleet in 2012. As the remainder of United's next generation Boeing 787s will eventually display and sport this alternative livery scheme on its delivery aircraft, as this alternative livery scheme will eventually be replaced with the airline's new livery scheme, which is similar to this livery scheme that was actually unveiled to the general public for the very first time on April 24, 2019 at the airline's main hub at Chicago O'Hare International Airport in Chicago, Illinois. So, with all that information out of the way about the aircraft, how it came a game changer as part of United's fleet, as well as that alternative livery scheme you see there, with no further ado, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let me show you all the details on this aircraft. Shall we? Let's check it out. Alright, we're going to start at the port / left side of the aircraft, at the front of the aircraft here. We're going to start with the nose gear you see displayed there, the nose gear doors, the nose gears, the parcel registration ship number 0791 ETOPS information, the Peter tubes and the static ports, the nose cone, the cockpit windows, as well as the windshield wipers. I'll give you a better visual of those later on in the review. But between this, the L1 entrance door and the cockpit windows, that is the Star Alliance decal. And United joined the Star Alliance along with Air Canada, Lufthansa, SAS Scandinavian Airlines System, and Thai Airways International as one of the 5 founding members on May 14, 1997, which consists of 26 airline members from 5 inhabited continents. And you see the United billboard title you see displayed there. And then you're looking at the nice little gold cheek line that goes all the way back to the rear of the aircraft, you see there, which is awesome and impressive. Beautiful. Now you look at the center of the aircraft, and right behind these massive engines, them are the bogey gear, landing gears right there, featuring the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear door. But more important, this big massive engine looking at here, these are the General Electric Gen X-1B turbofan type engines that are used on this particular United next generation Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft. You see the engine cones right there, very realistic detail. And then the sawtooth pattern on that particular engine. The sole purpose for that sawtooth pattern is to decrease noise reduction and help improve fuel efficiency at the same time. And then you see the engine lip right here. And then you see all the details there on the engine column as well. Now I'm going to turn this aircraft model around, let you see the front of the engines. Let's check it out. Now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the port side of the aircraft. You see the engine strikes right there on top of the engine. And the turbofan blades do spin. Let's check it out. Perfect. Then you see the inboard landing lights right there, very detailed inside there, the 3 little dots right there, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears here on the side, including the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. All right. Now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the starboard side, featuring the engine stripes right there on top of them, as well as the turbofan blade spin over here as well. Check it out. And then you see the inboard landing light right there on the edge of the wing right there, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears there on this side of the aircraft as well. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft. Where you see is the pilot escape hatch door right here above the cockpit windows, the front visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the nose cone, the front landing gears, the landing gear struts, as well as the landing gear lights inside of the landing gear doors, as well as the actual landing gear doors. Now you're looking at the edge of the wingtip here on the port side of the aircraft, featuring the red navigation light on the edge of that wingtip, which is impressive. Now we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, where you see the 787 Dreamliner decal right here displayed right below the gold cheat line right there. This aircraft in particular was given the name Dreamliner in July 2003 after a public naming competition was held for the 787, in which this aircraft was originally named. The E was said to have stood for various things such as environmentally friendly or efficiency. However, Boeing later revealed that the E actually stood for 8, and after casting approximately 500,000 votes in more than 160 countries around the world, the Dreamliner was the favorite choice name for this aircraft and was officially given the name the Boeing 787 Dreamliner in January 2005, as this particular decal can be seen on most of the 787s that are currently flying today, as United became the first airline in the world of aviation to operate the Boeing 787 Dreamliner in all 3 variants. Alright, we're still at the back of the aircraft here, and there's the AFT bulk bin door right there, and right above the AFT bulk bin door is the actual registration ship number, November 78791. Registration ship number, November 78791. The actual registration ship number on this aircraft was actually registration ship number November 78791 prior to it being delivered to United Airlines in November 2018, but was later changed to registration ship number November 14001 shortly thereafter, as this aircraft was also the very first next generation Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft that actually entered the United Airlines fleet. And the first test flight on this aircraft took place on August 3rd, 2018, and was finally delivered to United Airlines on November 5th, 2018. All right, and right next to that, the L4 door right here is the American flag decal, and that flag decal actually represents the country where United Airlines currently operates from, as one of the major flag carrier airlines of the United States of America. And then to the number on their side, that is the fleet number. And then right here on the tail fin of the aircraft, you see here the United Globe logo displayed on the tail fin of the aircraft. This was the logo of Continental Airlines after the 2 airlines merged on May 2nd, 2010. United decided to keep the Continental Airlines Globe logo, as this logo can be seen on just about every United aircraft flying today. However, that livery's been changed as we speak, okay? Alright, now you're looking at the rear of the aircraft, and right between the APU exhaust hole, auxiliary power unit, there's a hole here, as well as the strobe light right there that sits by the APU exhaust, okay? Now you're looking at the United Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner from the rear view angle. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard side of the aircraft, where you see the actual nose gears right here, the nose gear struts, the nose gear door featuring the ETOPS information, as well as the fleet number, partial registration ship number 0791. See the Peter tubes and the static ports, what have you. The nose cone, the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the Star Alliance decal. See the nice little gold cheat line, as well as the United billboard tile. And then there's the front cargo container loading door right there. Okay. Now you're looking at the center of the aircraft, where you see the nice little General Electric Gen X 1B turbofan type engine right there, with all the little details here. The engine lip, the engine cone, as well as the sawtooth pattern right there, as I mentioned earlier, is for noise reduction and help improve fuel efficiency at the same time, as well as the landing bogey gears here on this side of the aircraft, featuring the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. Now you're looking at the curved wingtip here on the starboard side of the aircraft, featuring the green navigation light that's displayed on the edge of this wingtip on this side of the aircraft as well. Now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here on the starboard side, featuring the rear cargo containing loading door, the 787 Dreamliner decal, the registration ship number, the American flag decal, the partial registration ship number there, as well as the United Globe logo, featuring the nice little gold cheat line displayed on this aircraft, as well as the back of the aircraft by the vertical stabilizers, as well as the APU, as the strobe light as well. Check it out. Alright, now you're looking at the strobe light that sits between the APU, auxiliary power unit exhaust hole, and the vertical stabilizer. Right? Alright, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model, allow me to let you show you one feature, which is the rolling gears. Let's check it out. It rolls pretty good somewhat. You gotta be careful though. You know, they kind of stiff, but it rolls. But it does tilt, as you can see there. Then the nose gear swivels as well, as you can see there, and there. Okay. So with no further ado, allow me to show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model. Let's check it out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now you're looking at the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft. We're going to start at the front of the aircraft, where you see the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, and above the cockpit windows is the power escape hatch door that I mentioned earlier. And then you see the anti-collision beacon light right there, as well as the United billboard title on both sides. See another antenna there, and then that particular antenna is the satellite communications antenna, which you can display Wi-Fi and all that good stuff on this aircraft. And you come back there, that's another antenna there, that is the Wi-Fi antenna. And then you come back, a couple more antennas, as well as the horizontal stabilizer right there, and then there's the vertical stabilizer right there. There's usually a couple dots on there, but they're not on there. But if they was on there, the sole purpose of those dots is to light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the wings, everybody. See the wings on there, no wing walkway, but you see the no step warning information there, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. See the fuel dump valve right there, as well as the wingtip right there in the curve angle there. Then you see the aerial bird's eye view of this engine right here as well. Now let's check over this side. No wing walkway on this side, but you got the no step warning information on the wingtip, on the wings. And then there's the engine right there, the engine strike, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. There's the fuel dump valve, and then there's the edge of the wingtip, as you see there. Now looking at the underbelly view of this aircraft, the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft, sorry about that. You see the nose cone, it's painted in gray, and you see the 787 decal. See the closed nose gear door, as well as the open nose gear door featuring the front nose gear. And then we slide up this way, the anti-collision beacon light, the hole where the fan goes in at. And then you see the come back here, the Gemini Jets decal right there. right there. Then you come over here. See the APU housing door. They ain't want to display there, but that's okay. And you see the APU auxiliary power unit exhaust hole right there, as well as the vertical stabilizer right there as well as over here. And then we check out the gears over here. There. And then you see the engines there, very detailed there, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. The fuel dump valve, as well as the wing tip there. Then we come over this way. There. See the engines there, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. Fuel dump valve, as well as the edge of the wing tip on this side of the aircraft as well. Okay, since I showed you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model as well in full detail, now I'm going to put it on that nice little model stand that I showed you earlier that came with the model. So no further ado, everyone, here is the model on the stand. Check it out. Alright, finally got this model on the stand with no problem, no hesitating. Now you see it being displayed in the takeoff landing position from the port side. Alright, now you look at the front of the aircraft in the takeoff landing position from the front view angle with the model being displayed on the model stand. Now you looked at the model in the takeoff landing position with the model being displayed on the starboard side of the aircraft. And finally, you see in this model being displayed in the takeoff landing position with the model on the stand being displayed from the tail cam angle. Awesome. Okay, before I take this model off the stand, I got it at this angle for a reason, and the sole purpose is the gears, the magnetic gears that came with this model. So I'm gonna start with the front nose gear you see here, there, the bogey gears here on the port side, there, as well as the bogey gears here on the starboard side, there. All right. Now I'm gonna let you see this model at a different angle without the gears in flight mode position. Let's check it out. Now you see this model fine being displayed in flight mode position with the model on the stand. Like I said, you got two options how you want to continue to display your model. If you want to continue to display your model without the gears, that's fine. These gear replacement doors, these are the gears that substitute the landing gears. That's the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors I mentioned earlier. Or you can keep in a gear down position with the gears on there. Gears up, gears down, no matter. I choose to keep mine on there because it adds more value to the model. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and take this model off the stand, put the gears back on it, and go ahead and wrap up this model review with the seating configuration and where they're currently utilizing this aircraft. Okay? Alright, let's talk about the seating configuration. The United Next Generation Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliner aircraft seats 318 passengers and a 4-class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, everyone. From rows 1 to 11, which will be from here to about right there, you have 44 Polaris business class live flatbed open suites. Rows 20 to 22, which will be from here to about right here. You have 21 premium plus economy class seats. Rows 30 to 34, which will be like from about right here to about right here. You have, and rows 42 to 44 is about right here and right there. You have additional 54 economy plus class seats, and rows 35 to 60, which will be about from right here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have an additional 199 economy class seats, which ranks over 318 seats. And finally, in addition to Los Angeles and San Francisco as the first validated test flight destination on this particular aircraft, as well as Frankfurt, Germany, and Tel Aviv, Israel as the official inaugural international flight destinations for this particular aircraft, United also employs or had previously employed their next generation Boeing 787-10 stretch Dreamliners on routes from Newark, New Jersey to Barcelona, Spain, Brussels, Belgium, Dublin, Ireland, Paris, Charles de Gaulle, Lisbon, Portugal, Amsterdam, Netherlands, Athens, Greece, London Heathrow, and Munich, Germany. And from Chicago O'Hare to Frankfurt, Germany, and Tokyo Narita. From Los Angeles to Newark, New Jersey, Tokyo Haneda, Denver, Colorado, Houston Bush Intercontinental, and Tokyo Narita. From San Francisco to Newark, New Jersey, Houston Bush Intercontinental, Amsterdam, Netherlands, Tokyo Narita, Tokyo Haneda, Papeete, Tahiti, and from Washington Dulles to Brussels, Belgium, and Frankfurt, Germany. Those are the routes, everyone. Alright, everyone. This will conclude this mile review. I'd like to know if you got this mile or you plan on getting it. I will highly recommend it. This mile is still available, everyone. So with that said, please take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming. Peace.